Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At shooting guard, Carlton Carrington. At center, Alexander Sarr. At small forward, Bilal Koulibaly. At the other forward position, Kyle Kuzma. At the other guard position, Jordan Poole. The head coach of the visiting team is Brian Keith. At the shooting guard position, at 6'6" number 44, Andre Jackson Jr. Starting at small forward, at 6'6", number 12, Koye Prince. The man in the middle, 7 feet tall, number 11, Lopez. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'2", number 0, Damian Lillard. At forward, 6'11", number 34. The Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Gary Trent.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now Washington starting group. They've got Sarr. Koulibaly is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard. And for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in its small forward. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
Now, here's Poole, hoping to put that miserable performance against the Clippers behind him tonight.
When you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. And it's Lillard missing. Pass to Poole. Here's Carrington. Antetokounmpo defending. There's the pick. 11 feet away. And it's Carrington missing. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
Now, here's Lillard. Against Miami, he was really on his game. Shoots over Poole. And it's Lillard missing. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Inside. Kuzma passes to Poole. Here's Carrington. Shot clock at 5. Back to Poole. Shoots the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lopez kicks to Prince. Jackson has the open look. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
I like how Taurean Prince moves the ball, consistent at getting it to his teammates within the offense.
Now, here's Poole. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Kuzma passes to Sarr. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, sometimes being shifty in this game is a good thing. Body control helping out on that attempt.
And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks.
One shot.
And that one misses. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
It's good.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Lillard outside. It's tipped, and it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up.
And Lillard can get tricky with that shot. He draws the foul, but still manages to squeeze that one off.
Free throw good from Lillard. Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. I mean, he has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time for some of the most memorable moments of his career.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Bucks making a change here. Livingston's checked in. While we're in the quick break, let's show you the list of the hottest shooting rookies in the NBA this year. You take a look at Coulibaly, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Here's Kuzma. Hasn't made one yet. Shoots over Lillard. No good with the elbow jumper. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that.
Oh, what a move, Giannis!
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Valanciunas against Portis. Valanciunas passes to Brogdon. Valanciunas sets a screen for Brogdon. Back to Valanciunas. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And Valanciunas knows he's going to get hit there. He absorbs the contact and still goes through it.
Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the three. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA has shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Right outside. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Wright's got his first bucket of the night.
And Giannis showing you we can lead the offense through him.
Right against Brogdon. Outside, George. Pass to Kuzma. Over onto Kumbo. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
It's time for the dance stand. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your move. Beauty dance lesson. Everybody get down.
Different look from Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Jackson in for Ben Connaughton. And then for Washington, Sars checked in for Kyle Kuzma, and Poole subbed in for Brogdon. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Now here's Kispert. He's covered closely. The three from Poole. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
You can tell Poole trusts himself completely, gets the ball, and then he immediately takes that shot.
I tell you what, Brent, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yeah, his mindset, though, Kevin, has to shift to being more consistent. So we've seen these outbursts in scoring from Jordan Poole, but really you want to have a more reliable player in what he does both offensively and defensively. Hopefully he finds that.
And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time. becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Prince has checked in for Gary Trent, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Wright. Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Wizards. And he sinks the second. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Count the basket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Now Prince, defended by George. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. It's tipped, and he stays with it. 5 on the clock. Big time slam, Giannis. Oh, my.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Pass to Song. Nice ball movement by Washington. Bagley, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And here is Lopez, defended by Bagley. Lillard against Poole. Lets it go from deep. And it's Lillard missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Kispert, the pass to Bagley. Poole, bounce pass. Count it. Bagley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Poole showing he's more comfortable in that pick and roll setting. He can be dangerous.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson kicks to Prince. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Lopez from long range. Doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Milwaukee on top, up 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Torian, what's been the key so far?
Ball movement, doing what we got to do defensively, competing, showing effort, and translating into offense.
That mix has worked really well so far, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
Right now for Washington, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
Well, coming back to the game of the night, the Bucks find themselves in a close one.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a sixth man on the floor. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Elbow shot is on the way. And Giannis hits it to go on the assist by Lopez.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up...
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lopez has got his second basket.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Pass to Song. It's all about Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. And Jackson throws it down hard.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Milwaukee. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And, of course, the Wizards, 6.5 games behind them. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Antetokounmpo against Kuzma. Pass to Carrington. Stolen by Jackson. All alone. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Wizards trail by 8. And for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar. And these guys have been contenders ever since.
Here's Jackson. Rebound, Washington.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Poole finds Koulibaly. Here's Carrington, guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Kuzma can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 5. Floats it up for Giannis. Jackson passes to Giannis. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Koulibaly. Poole against Lillard. Takes a 3. Poole no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee to the middle. Here's Lopez. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. Wizards trail by 9. Puts it up from 12. And again, Washington no good. Bucks have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Lopez. And staying with the play, Lopez. Lopez has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Poole against Lillard. Back to Poole. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Poole becoming a better distributor of the basketball, so finding those chances and trying to get guys better looks, that's part of his game.
Kuzma against Antetokounmpo. No good with the layup. And we've reached the end of the third. Bucks lead by 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Bagley is out there with George. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Kispert in at the 2-guard spot. George finds Bagley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Tuesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Kispert, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Works that one inside nicely.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Giannis a screen on Brogdon. Pass to Portis. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brent, they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild, though.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Jackson comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Damian Lillard in for Wright.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Is checked in for Milwaukee. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Brian Keefe talked to his team during the break. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. To the paint. Sar with it. Lopez is there.
Milwaukee foul. Brook Lopez. Second personal foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Free throw good. Sar. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Bucks leading by 7. Outside Jackson. Lillard with a screen for Jackson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. The layup missed. Wizards trail by 7. Kuzma passes to Poole. Back to Kuzma. Over Jackson. That one a little long. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 11 points. Second shot opportunity. Giannis cleaning up the fast break.
And again, just taking the greatness for granted here. Amazing sequence from Giannis.
And Kuzma slams it in.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up in that rim, didn't he? Pass to Antetokounmpo. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Defensive foul. Kyle Kuzma. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
One shot.
At the line for one, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Free throw no good for Giannis.
How is it that Giannis always seems fired up? I mean, this guy has a true enthusiasm for the game and for the competition. He just delivers night in and night out. That's what makes him a star.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Lopez. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Too much. Defense unable to slow Lopez down.
And here's Kuzma. For 3. The rebound by Prince. Bucks leading by 9. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lillard. Pass to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Over Koulibaly. Lopez with another miss. Koulibaly with it. Working on Prince. And Koulibaly gets it to go. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. Back to Giannis. And the cheer by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Giannis, some early struggles, but what got you going?
Just trust myself. Just practice myself. That's what my teammates want me to do. They want me to stay aggressive. They want me to make the right play. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. Sometimes you have a bad game, and you let your teammates down, but at the end of the day, you got to pick it up because your teammates need you. And I'm going to be here for my teammates all day long.
Well, you were certainly there down the stretch, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
All right, DA,